Hi, I'm Karl Farrant, and it's my great pleasure today to show you aboard this stunningly maintained Stevens 1200 Vlet lovely jubbly. She's a 2006 model, built and finished to the highest standard of custom steel boat building that there is. So this boat is actually fitted and finished with every conceivable extra you could possibly imagine for luxury and modern living aboard. Everything about this boat oozes quality, from its stainless steel to upgraded grab rails and all the detail that goes through to finish it and make it what she is. She really is a stunner. On the aft deck here, this is a 1200 model that has a standard transom with bathing platform. As I say, if you have 1250, 1295 models, you can have staircases and extending platforms. But all 1200 Vlets, they start with a 12, the hull, shape and size is exactly the same. Okay, up on the bow of the boat here, you can see the quality of the teak deck. It's a solid factory finished teak deck, not a laminated deck. This is the kind of deck that will last 20-30 years if it's looked after and maintained correctly. You've got all the separate cleats down the sides with all their stainless steel rope rubs, and the deck lighting on the bow under the bollard cleats, which are raised off of the deck. So it's really easy to do the rope work. Again, this boat has a lot of thought gone into it, heavy duty strong rails. It's a proper little ship. Okay, the cockpit space on lovely jubbly is absolutely superb, really well thought out and designed. It's got a canopy enclosure here that works in all weathers, where you can have just the biminies up or fully enclosed when the weather's really bad. It keeps warm up in this area. It's amazing the amount of heat that comes in through these panels, and also you've got the heating that can come up. So it's a great living area, relaxation area, dining area, and also a helm station for all weathers. This cockpit area works so well and is so flexible, as the owners chose not to have a fixed offset seat here, so they could use the space with the full-size table and chairs, and they have the individual chairs here which can lock down to the floor for when the boat's used at sea. It really does work very well from a ventilation point of view, but also for keeping warm in inclement weather. The great thing with an aft cabin boat, especially for cruising the inland waterways, is this raised deck cockpit area, let alone gives you the much bigger aft cabin and accommodation with the boat, but it gives you a really good viewing point from here for helming and steering, as well as being really easy for the helmsman to step one metre to the aft deck cleats. Good wide decks and strong rails make it safe for anybody going around to do the bow rope. As I say, with these thrusters, it makes it very easy to handle indeed. The lovely jubbly is really well equipped with a really good chart plotter, electronic compass, speed and depth, rudder indicator, VHF, and really powerful bow and stern thrusters, as well as a remote control searchlight for the tunnels on the bow. She's also got an exhaust temperature alarm, which basically tells you the minute your water stops, rather than the temperature itself from on the engine, which almost is a little bit late if the engine starts overheating. Thrusters are really powerful. They're going to get you out of trouble in all situations, tide and wind. Everything on this particular boat, if you like, is over-engineered rather than put on board at a price, shall we say. As we come down to the interior, lovely jubbly, the quality and finish and the precision in the joinery just continues. This light, bright, modern interior is a really great space to be in. With the raised dinette opposite the seating area, it makes it such a comfortable social boat, and it means that when you are dining, you're not down in the sort of darker lower areas of the boat looking through smaller windows. The ocean air blinds as opposed to curtains certainly help to give that sort of more modern feel, and it's all the detail and the touches in here, from the drinks fridge up here, which is one of just 3 fridges on board, as well as the pull-out glass rack and drinks locker in here. Under the seats you've got pull-out drawers instead of traps, so it makes it very easy for storage to get to without taking the seats off. And all the seat backs lift up so that you can utilise every bit of space behind. It's really been well thought out, as well as your Sky TV, DVD and TV area on board. You have 2 heating systems on board this boat, 2 D4s, one for the forward end of the boat and one for the aft. They are actually set port to starboard, so you can run one heating system, but if it's really cold you can boost it with the second, and then you can have them running much lower so they're much quieter to use. Again, everything's been thought out on this boat to give you the best experience you can for the cruising, for your intended cruising. Also, your electrics are all up here, all above the floor, so you don't have to scrabble around. You've got your power system control panel, which lets you know everything that's going on with the AC and the DC systems, as well as your inverter panel and your generator panel to power the ship when you don't have shore power. We move into the galley space, which again is really well appointed, beautifully finished with this Norwegian blue granite, and top quality appliances as far as the gas hob with the glass cover and the Siemens microwave combi grill. Also, you've got deep drawers here for all your storage with self-closed runners, as well as that all-important storage waste bin, which so many boats don't seem to have. Maximising storage again under the sink, as well as utilising this floor space down here. Tucked in under the hob or at the end of the galley here is the larger of the three fridges, the 110 litre with the small freezer as your main fridge for the galley area. A small storage locker utilising maximising the space up on the top here, as well as this pull-out pantry locker here, again maximising every piece of space on board, which really makes this compact galley space offering a lot more storage than you see on some boats with much bigger galleys. And the third and final fridge freezer pulls out from here, which is actually situated on this here, which locks out. This is giving you a Waco 50 litre fridge freezer as your third storage for cold storage spaces. In addition, on this side of the galley, one other great little bit of kit is this pop-out worktop space that lifts up so that while you're working within the galley space, you've got this continual storage space that you can use and pass everything straight to the dining area. And here we are in the forward cabin, and the great thing with the 1200 Vlet is the beam of the boat comes right into the bow, which gives you that massive feeling of space within this cabin. Really good side berths. There's an infill that pops into here and into this area that all store in this large double door wardrobe to give you a massive double bed. There's plenty of storage under both ends, as well as the deep pull-out drawers, and there are three large overhead lockers here above as well. You've got opening porthole windows and a hatch, so you've got great ventilation, and the floor space. Two people can comfortably stand and get changed in here. But more importantly, you've got a really well appointed ensuite toilet and shower with all the luxuries you'd have of a master cabin on a boat of this size. And here we are in the master stateroom. The aft cabin on the 1200 Vlet is quite superb for a boat of this size. Again, light, bright, modern finish, excellent escape hatches and ventilation, and it just means that you're looking straight out on the water. It's a lovely place to wake up. Opening porthole windows rather than sliding windows allow great ventilation all the way through. Two double his and hers wardrobes, storage down both sides, and a great feature, the lift up spring bed, so you can get to all the space under the bed without having a mattress on the back of your head. Works perfectly. There's pelmet and mood lighting underneath the bed, as well as reading lights. And then you've got your WC and washroom to the port hand side, and a separate shower, washroom and wet room to the starboard side, with an integrated Miele washer dryer. Again, all superb equipment, beautifully finished. Okay, one other great little feature is in this hallway, is where you see the door looks like it's a door to the shower, the same as it is to the WC area here to the port. But this actually has a nice little storage area at the back. This one's shelved out, or can be for additional storage for coats and hangers, but it's just nice the way that the door operates and locks away for daytime use rather than trying to have two doors. Again, it's just another detail in this boat which really sets this boat apart and makes it very special. It's an ideal boat for cruising the inland waterways and going up and down a river like the River Thames, because being steel, it's ideal to use in a shallow environment. It's easy to get around, and the canopy system's been designed so that you have the least amount of hassle going under bridges. Everything has been thought out to make your time aboard as relaxed as possible. Okay, to sum up, Lovely Jubbly is a beautifully maintained, well specified and excellent example of a Stevens 1200 Vlet, and will be a really good buy for her next owner. Every bit of thought has really gone into her in detail and finish, and is an amazing buy offered at half replacement cost. This is one not to be missed.